Hello everyone, welcome to my first installment of NHL franchise on NHL 23. Today we're just going to be starting up a regular franchise mode. I'm interested in doing custom down the line, and we're going to start up with the Detroit Red Wings, my childhood team, the team that's been overperforming expectations this year, and we're going to see what GM soMynti can do. Eisman's moved out of the organization, he wanted out of Detroit, and Detroit needs a new savior in town. And what can I say? The Illages hit me up. I had nothing better to do, so we're gonna GM the Red Wings. See how we can see if we can do better job than Eiserman has so far. So we're gonna leave owner mode on for this GM mode. I like the potential of being fired. I think that could leave some good content. We're gonna turn fantasy draft off. Salary cap keep stays on. GM firing stays on. Head coach edits lines. For the user team, I'm gonna turn that off. I do my own lines. Fog of War can stay off. Lift player morale. Computers will trade to each other. Auto owner mode is off. Accept relocation off, auto sign free agents, and auto staff is all off. Perfect. Perfect. Now we're going to go through my rules and settings here. Alright, go through my quick settings. We're going to do custom rules, injuries, period length 5 minutes, fantasy draft is off still. Authentic cap penalties, auto sign, free agents off, auto save on, franchise mode 25 years, computer trades on, difficulty superstar, draft pick ownership, authentic. I love having authentic draft pick ownership. Trade difficulty is gonna stay. We'll go hard. We'll go on hard and see what happens. Waivers can stay on, except relocations off. Fog of War's all off. Auto scoutings both awesome. Awesome quick settings. Let's go to advanced settings real quick. Head coach edits lines. No. We'll do fully healed. I don't want players coming back unless they're fully healed. I don't want my lines being touched either. Auto rotate goalies on. Sim engine scoring. So we're going to leave the sim engine scoring at medium. We're going to pump up the draft quality and generated prospect quality up to high, and we're gonna jack up the sim engine shot frequency up to high. So maybe it'll allow the star players to outscore some of the not so star players. Authentic series. Yep, all this stuff is good. All this is good here. We'll keep retired jerseys on. Don't want anyone playing with Howe's or Eiserman's number. Nothing like that. That's a little ridiculous. We're going to turn injuries all the way down to 20. Yep. Awesome. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to turn computer strategy adjustment all the way up. The reason for this is I want to if we get into playoff games, I might try coaching against the AI and see how that goes. That could be fun. Could be some good content for overtime games or something potentially. I'm also gonna go back to quick settings and turn the difficulty down to All-Star. Might help the sim a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and get started here, folks. I will see you guys after we complete our lines. Alright, here we are, folks, at the line screen. We're going to edit our lines here and see what we can do. We got P. Suter, and Jordan Osterley as scratches. I definitely want to get Suter in. I'll put Suter in for Ernie here. Yep, get Suter in there. Alright, so we'll start with the centers. We want Larkin to center, we want Kopp to center, and we probably want Please Suter as fourth line C. Yeah. And do we want Fabry can play some center, but his faceoffs are 72. And Rasmussen can play center with 82 faceoffs. So we'll do Rasmussen on the third line center. If that doesn't work out, we can switch him in P. Suter. We also need Fabry up here. We're going to put him with Zadina. So Fabry, Rasmussen, Zadina, Sundqvist, Suter, Kubalik on that bottom six. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I wonder. No, they're third liners. We gotta keep them in the NHL. I was wondering if we could send them down to the AHL to help them grow a little bit more, but we'll leave them there for now. Alright. What do we want to do at the top six? Perron, Larkin, Raymond, Verana, Kopp, and Bertuzzi. We probably want this. Yeah. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a first line of hardworking, tough-nosed players. Second line of absolute skill with Verana and Raymond, and then you get the tough, hard-nosedness with Andrew Kopp in there. Third line's Rasmussen, Zadina, Fabry, and fourth line's Kubalik, Suter, and Sundqvist. Awesome. On our D-core. Okay. Mata, let's see. Do we want Osterley in here? Doesn't really matter. At least right now. Let's see. Wallman fits the second pair. Sider's our first. That's amazing. That's amazing to see right there. With this coach, Sider is our first pairing guy. That's awesome. So can Ben Sherratt. Alright. And Roenick. What if we swap these two? Okay, we get +5 chemistry with Sherratt and Sider. That is not indicative to real life this year. Do we want this? I'll keep Wallman and Hronek together, but if the bottom pairs start struggling, I'll spread them out a little bit. Let's do a power play. Okay, this is a weird power play. Very weird. Kubalik. Okay. I'm going to go through and do all my special teams and the rest of my lineups and show you guys after in a bit. Alright, and we're back with our official lineups to start the season. As you can see here, we got Bertuzzi, Larkin, Perron. That's our line 1. Verana, Kopp, Raymond, line 2. Fabry, Rasmussen, Zadina, line 3. And fourth line of Kubalik, Suter, and Sundqvist. On D, we got Sherratt, Sider, Wallman, Hronek, Mata, Osterley. On the power play, we've got Sider at the point, Raymond and Larkin on the half walls, Perron and Bertuzzi as bumper and net front. Perron being bumper, Bertuzzi being net front. On our second power play unit, we've got Wallman at the point with Hronek and Verana on the half walls, with Zadina playing bumper and Fabry as net front. On the four-man power play line 1, we got Sider on the point, Perron and Larkin on the flanks, and Bertuzzi in net front. And for line 2, we have Wallman on the point with Raymond and Verana on the flanks and Rasmussen net front. PK, we got Suter, Zadina, Sider, Sherratt. Yep. Penalty kill 2, we got Kopp, Kubalik, Wallman, Hronek. And for our third penalty kill lineup, we got Rasmussen, Sundqvist, Mata, Osterley. For three-man kill line 1, we got Suter, Sider, Sherratt. Line 2, Kopp, Wallman, Hronek. And line 3 of Sundqvist, Mata, Osterley. And here we go into our extra lines where we got Larkin, Perron, Sider, Wallman. We've got Mata, Hronek, Bertuzzi, Kopp. We've got Verana, Fabry, Sherratt, Osterley as our third 4v4 line. On our first 3v3 line, it's Larkin, Perron, Sider. Second line is Kopp, Verana, Hronek. And third line is Fabry, Bertuzzi, Wallman. That is our Red Wing team. We got Larkin and Verana as the extras. And in the shootout, it goes Larkin, Verana, Fabry, Raymond, Perron. And that is our Red Wings, along with goaltenders Husso and Ned. Ned's a little high for my liking in this game. He should not be a starter. He should be a backup or fringe backup, if that. But it is what it is. And I did our AHL lines as well, which is very intriguing for the Red Wings. To start, In the AHL, we got Berggren, Marco Kasper, our first round draft pick from last year, and Elmer Soderblom on that first line. If you guys are interested, Berggren's a high top six forward, so is Kasper, and Soderblom's a medium top six. Then on the second line, we got Cross Hannes, Joe Veleno, and Austin Czarnik, the veteran, to help these two find their game. On the third line, we got Taro Hirose, Theodore Niederbach, and Matt Luff. And the fourth line of Giovanni Smith, Chase Pearson, and Joel L'Esperance. On D, we got Simon Edvinsson and William Wallander, which Red Wing fans will hope to see someday down the line. Second pair of Hag and Lindstrom, which is the Red Wings' third pairing sometimes, and it's tragic. And we got McIsaac and Janssen on the final defensive pair there. I'll just quickly go through our power play, show you what the kids are getting for chemistry here. We got Simon at the point with Berggren and Czarnik on the flanks. Veleno's in that bumper position, and Soderblom is net front. On our second power play line here, we got Marco Kasper net front, Taro Hirose bumper, and then the flanks are Niederbach and Hannes with Wallander at the point. Four-man power play, same as like the first unit. We got Berger and Veleno on the flanks, Edvinsson point, Soderblom net front. And second power play is Niederbach Hannes on flanks, Wallander point, and Kasper net front. So we got a pretty dynamite power play of young kids down here in the AHL who are getting a lot of chemistry boost here. So hopefully they can grow. And if the Red Wings are having a bad season, we can call some of these kids up, make some trades. And we also got Sebastian Cossa in net, 74 overall, medium elite. That's what you like to see. Do we have a backup goalie instead of Jordan Van Pottelberg? Yeah, we'll go Jan Bednash. Jan Bednash as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. I really like these lineups, actually. We got a lot of chemistry going in Grand Rapids. The NHL team shouldn't tank, but if they do, we've got a great contingency plan where we got AHL players we can call up and use. I'm not going to go ahead and do the scouting staff or coaching staff in this video. Well, I guess we'll see who's available for coaches first before going any further. We got an A- generalist. That's good. He's got 55% staff chemistry. He has a 70% team fit. That's really high. We kind of hit the jackpot here off the beginning with a really good coach with that fits our team so well. Yeah, so we won't worry about coaches or scouts this video. We're gonna go ahead and sim the preseason, get through that, and then we'll do the first month or so. Oh, actually, I want to show you guys trade potentials as well before we go further. Just so you guys can let me know if anyone is a little ridiculous and we can restart this franchise mode over. I'll just go through the lines and stuff on my own and we can start the sim in. But Sider's our most valuable player with Larkin, Raymond, Edvinsson, Kasper, Berggren, Bertuzzi, Kopp, Perron, Zadina. Amadeus Lombardi is next, and that's probably a little too high for him. We got Jake Wallman then, Soderblom, Wallander, Verana, Hannes, Shai Buyum, Philip Peronik, Dmitry Bashilnikov, Michael Rasmussen, Ben Sherratt, Robbie Fabry, Niederbach, Janssen, Mata, Mazer, Veleno. Mazer's a little low too, so maybe Lombardi makes up for Mazer being a little low on the trade value. But other than that, everything seems pretty fair, honestly. Pretty fair values. Larkin should have a little bit more, but that's alright. Husso, Kosa, Ned. Yep, that's fine. That is fine. And we'll see what we're working with for draft picks too. Got a first and 2 seconds this year. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So we just got an extra second. And is that all the extra picks we got? We got an extra fourth next year. And that's all we have for extra picks. So we could definitely use a little bit more assets, but Detroit has the prospects in their system. They just need the stars. We gotta find some young stars for this team. A young centerman, a young defenseman maybe. That would be beautiful. All right. We're going to sim up. Well, let's view these owner goals real quick. 32 sellouts the Illages want. They want us to beat our rival, the Maple Leafs, in our first regular season meeting. And our concessions need to increase. Alright. Let's go ahead and sim up to... Oh my gosh. Budget allocation. I don't care about that right now. We got a trade already? Vancouver's offering 2 third-round picks and Jack Studnicka for Oli Mata and a third. So we get the extra third and Studnicka for Mata. I'm gonna decline that. We need to keep Mata for the beginning of the year at least. Ooh, let's set promote. We'll set some promotion nights. Opening game of the season against the Canadiens. We're gonna do a Mo Sider bobblehead night. Fucking rights. Last game of the season. Gonna keep the fans coming out to the building if this goes down the shitter. Who are we playing? Dallas. Dallas will get a Raymond bobblehead night. Let's go up to this Calgary game here. Will be a Larkin bobblehead night. Something around Christmas, maybe. Yeah, we'll do this Tampa game. We'll do t-shirt giveaway. And that's going to do it for our budget. So we'll save and exit. Save and exit that. See how preseason goes. 3-0 through our first 3 games of preseason. The Anaheim Ducks are pretty much offering a 6th-round pick for Sundqvist. We're not taking that. We need Sundqvist in our lineup right now. 4-0 in preseason. Mata on a 4th for a 3rd. Studnicka on a 4th. Okay, Vancouver, you really want Mata right now. Oh my gosh, these trades are just coming in. Buffalo's offering us Fabian Lysell and some McKalen guy. I don't know him. Low top 6 for David Perron, a 3rd, and Pissick. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's not bad value for Perron. A high top 6 in Fabian Lysell. That is not bad at all. He's got maxed out X factors. He's 86 overall. High top 6 playmaker. Oh my god. I might have to do this. I don't want to, but I might have to. Okay. So who's this McKalen guy? 23-year-old center, right-hand shot sniper. This guy's not going to be anything in my lineup. So we're going to take this McKalen guy out, which puts Boston over the league max salary cap, which is fine, because I would like a roster player in return for Lysell, or not Lysell, sorry, Perron, along with Rysell. Mason Lurie, lefty. We don't need him. I don't think we need him. We'll go forwards. We're gonna find somebody not the highest value here. To plug in our middle 6, or honestly, plug in anywhere, because we've got the depth. Let's sort by overall, maybe. Have a bit of an easier time. Jake DeBrusk. For Perron, no, he's got too much value. Too much value. Go Trent Frederick, get big, bad, mean, you know what I'm saying? No, that's fine too, though. There is not really not really anybody available that I'd want to plug into the lineup instead of a Perron. Craig Smith? Third line penalty killer? So if we move Perron out, that means there's a hole up on that first line with Larkin and Bertuzzi. If we acquire Craig Smith, we can plug a hole on the third line or fourth line, and he can kill penalties for us. So we can move up a Zadina Kubalik, or Fabry. Yeah. So what if we can get Craig Smith in here? His contract ends at the end of the year, right? Because if Craig Smith's bad, or not bad, but if our team starts underperforming, we could flip him at the deadline as well and get more assets out of this deal. I don't want to give up Pissick or my third if I don't have to. But we gotta add another roster player. Who do they want? Anybody that they want, I'm comfortable giving away. I could do Giovanni, but I kind of want him for the AHL team. I could do Ernie. We don't really need that contract. And he's scratched. Sunquist. What if we do Luff? Luff's a pretty replaceable player. Perron and Luff. And Luff's like another depth guy. You could play some games for them on the fourth line if they need to replace Craig Smith here. Yeah, I like this player. I do like this player, especially with the scheme fit. So let's offer this trade back. You aren't completely barking up the wrong tree here based on what you're asking, but Boston isn't that excited about it either. As for your assets, you've met our block needs well, but the value you have on the table is too far off. I don't want to give up a third. That's probably what Smith is worth, is a third though. That's what they were asking for originally. Let's see if we can get away with a fourth here. Perron, Luff, and a fourth for Lysell and Smith. Does not go through. Let's try a fourth and a fifth. Nothing. Alright. We won't worry about this trade right now. We won't worry about this. We'll just finish preseason. Okay, 2 losses after that. 3 losses after that, 1 in OT. Let's see who is producing in preseason. See if we got some line chemistry going. The first line, Dylan Larkin, point per game. It's what you like to see. Your captain. Captain of the Red Wings. Shirata -2, but Sider's a 0. Rasmussen's a 1. Nothing really concerning. Raymond having 0 points is a little concerning. Verona not having much, and neither Kopp. It's a little concerning. Nothing to be too worried about, though. Alright, sorry for that weird cut there. I had to let my cat in. Our first game of the season is against the Montreal Canadiens, and our Grand Rapids also have a game. I kind of want to see what Grand Rapids does for game 1, so we're just going to do a quick sim here. Sim these periods. Alright, first period, Giovanni Smith got a shorthanded goal. Tyler Bozak scored in the AHL, okay. Alright, and San Diego's running away with this one. Oh! But Hag gets one late in the second, and then Casper and Johansson in the third period tie the game. So here we are in OT. Let's just do a quick sim of this, see if anyone can get one. Nobody scores in OT. And the San Diego goals win 5-4 in shootout. Berggren getting the only goal for the Griffins. That's all right. That's all right. Tough first loss for them, but there are a bunch of kids down there. Hopefully they can get going. Wallender with his first 2 pro not pro, but North American points there. Let's slow sim this first game against the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see what the Red Wings can do here. First goal of the game scored by Rem Pitlick. 16:29 left to go in the first. Kind of on the goal line there, off to the side. Probably not a goal Husso would like to allow. Probably want that one back. Shots are even. Ending out the first period, and Andrew Kopp gets the first goal for the Red Wings of the season. Beautiful. Hometown kid scores the first goal of the season. Second period, coming and going. Detroit kills off one power play. Kills off a second power play. Beautiful. It's what you like to see from your penalty killers. We got some good chemistry on that penalty kill, so hopefully it can produce for us in the first month or two. And looks like second period ends, tied 1-1. Let's slow sim the third period as well. And if Evgeny Dadonov gets one from high slot, borderline blue line, probably another goal Husso wouldn't want to allow. Probably want that one back. Power play for Detroit, and Philip Zadina scores on the power play. That's things you like to see, and Sean Monahan gets it back. Ah, damn it. Philip Zadina getting the goal, and Jordan Harris with the empty netter to lead the Montreal Canadiens to a 4-2 win. 3 stars of the game: Dadonov, Allen, Monahan. Yep. That's an alright first game. It was alright. Verana had 2 assists. Oops. Did not mean to go here. 2 assists for Verana. That's not too bad. We're gonna sim. Let's sim up to this Buffalo game. This could be a big Buffalo game. Alright, next game up against New Jersey. The Red Wings win 2-1. That's good. Versus LA on the 17th. We win 5-4. 2-1 now in the season. 4th game of the season up against Chicago. Let's see. The boys win 3-2 in shootout. 2-1 loss to Anaheim. Alright. 4-2 win against New Jersey. 2-1 shootout loss to Boston. 4-2-1 on our last 6. Nope, 7. Islanders are offering us Maggio and a third for Olimata. We're going to decline. We kind of need Olimata right now. Jared McIsaac has an injured neck. Return November 5th. That's not too long. It's not too long down the road. So go to defense, and we will put in probably a Milviro. We could do Sabrango as well. Who fits better on that last pair? Ooh, Sabrango's got good chemistry on this team. But Milviro's got the good chemistry on the bottom pair. Doesn't look as good as Sabrango still. So we'll go Sabrango. We love some Donovan Sabrango, don't we, folks? With Albert Johansson there on that bottom pair. Hopefully they can keep us afloat back there. Alright, our AHL team is underperforming to start the season. They start at 1-4-2. Good lord, we might need to have some lineup changes down there. Marco Kasper leading the way with 6 points. It's not too bad. And for our NHL team, we're 5-2-1. Dylan Larkin leading the way with 7 points and 8 games played. Yeah. Do we want to edit any lines or anything? Let's see. Let's see if anyone's underperforming 8 games in. Any lines in particular. First game's +3. They're not really producing, but they're not hurting us, that's for sure. Second line's also not really producing as much as you'd like. They're all pluses. That third line's got some big minuses on there for 8 games in, sorry, with -4 for Rasmussen. Not good. And our bottom line's fine. So we're gonna stick with this. lineup for now. Let's go to the hub. This is not that big of a game. Buffalo is screwing the pooch right now with 2 wins and 6 losses on their season. Let's see if we can get a big W over Buffalo here. I'm just gonna advance day. 4-3 overtime loss. 4-3 overtime loss. All right, we're second. We're still second in our division, or well, third in the division. Sorry, now. With a game in hand on the Panthers. Everyone who's actually behind us, we have a game in hand on. That's good news. We'll send this game against the Capitals. 4-2 loss. All right. Send this game against the Islanders. Jared McIsaac's back in the NHL. We're just gonna continue for now. 2-0 loss to the Islanders. Good rookie year. Good rookie draft class, I should say. Incoming trade offer. Noel Gunler and Pisotla. And then they're asking for Olimata, a third, fourth, and Pissick in return. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Another loss. Lost 2-0 to both New York teams in back-to-back nights. Good lord, boys. Come on now. 3-2 win against the Canadiens. We should beat the Canadiens, though, every time. The Rangers has given us trouble so far this year. Can we get a big W? 6-2 loss to the Rangers? You've got to be kidding me. LA Kings? Can we beat the LA Kings, boys? Jan Bednash is injured. Okay. I probably could have just replaced player here. We'll see how Sabrango's doing since we're at the screen with Johansson. +6? And Johansson's still a -1. Yeah. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep Sabrango with Johansson for now. Sabrango seems to calm him down a little bit. Alright, we gotta put Van Paulberg. Kosa's not having a great season to start. That's alright though. Alright. Oh, I should have checked my lines while we're at that screen. Another loss. Good lord. What are we now? In our last however many games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 losses in our last 7 games, including an overtime loss. That is not good. That is not good. We started at the beginning, at the top of our division, and we are sinking very rapidly here. So let's see if we can change anything 15 games in to help give our teammates the boost. I said our teammates, our team, obviously. Man, this first line. I don't know. I feel like I should be getting more out of that first line. And this line. Yeah, Raymond's really struggling, and so is this third line. Alright, we're messing up our lines. We're gonna go Raymond, Larkin, Bertuzzi. Go with that first line from last year in real life. That was dynamite. We'll go Verona, Cop, Perron. What if we do... No, Zadina doesn't really... Well, that gives our lineup more depth. Makes our middle 6 deeper. Yeah, let's try this. I'll give Verona the 1T. Perron, Rasmussen, Fabry. Don't like making Perron a third liner, but kind of have to at this point. This fourth line's actually doing fine. Yeah, I really just had to split up. Yeah, I really had to shake these lines up, I feel like. Let's see D pairs here. Seider and Sherratt aren't having a great season together. And neither is Mata Osterley. Mata and Osterley are fine, but I wonder if we do Mata, Seider, Wallman, Roenick, Sherratt, Osterley, if that'll help balance out our depth. The second pair is doing alright. Like to see a little bit more stats out of them, but... And how's our goaltending doing? Really, Husso's having a really nice season, and Ned's having a good save percentage. He just has no wins. Alright. We'll go a couple more weeks, see if these lineup changes help, and if they don't, we'll end it off there, and you guys can leave some suggestions down below. Alright. These load screens, man. Alright. We've got to beat the Maple Leafs in our first meeting against them. So we're going to sim down to the Maple Leafs, sim our next 5 games, and see if we can do anything here. 4-3 overtime loss against Anaheim. Brutal. 7-2 win, though, against the Sharks. That's a lot better to see. Score some goals, and then we lose 2-1 to Columbus, boys. Get some momentum going. Score some bloody goals. Okay. Kosa's got 7 wins in 13 games. Pottelberg hasn't played. So it seems like Kosa's bringing the Grand Rapids Griffins back to competition a little bit. We'll check once we get up to this Toronto game, though. It's not showing us what our Nashville game ended as. Oh, it showed us our AHL schedule. Yep, the Griffins have brought the season back. They're 7-9-2. They're still not the best. Still bottom of their division, but they're 1 point out of third. They do have games in. The teams ahead of us have games in hand, so we do have to start. We have to start winning. Our NHL team is 6th in the Atlantic. We're playing the first place Maple Leafs next. They have 29 points, 14-8-1, and 23 games played. Yeah, that is not going to be bad. Let's see if any of our lines started producing. Larkin's up to point per game. He's got more goals than assists. Maybe Lucas has helped him with that. Fabry's jumped up to 11 points. Yeah, Raymond's jumped way up. Yeah, Raymond needed Larkin and Bertuzzi, I think. And they needed him too, because Bert looks like he's starting to score some goals and stuff now. Then you got Fabry second on the team. Seider's first in D scoring, as you'd hope. Verana's got 10 points. You'd want more goals out of him. Hopefully playing with Zadina helps that. Zadina's -9 still. 9 points, though. Braun's got 9 points. Kubelik's got 6. Wallman's got 6. Suter with 6. Rasmussen with 5. So we got depth. Lots of depth scoring. Everyone's got a point. I just wish... We need more depth scoring. It's kind of our issue. We need more top-end scoring, too. One person at point per game isn't enough. Husso's doing alright back there for us. Husso's doing alright. Alright, we'll check out our AHL stats real quick. Casper leading the way with 18 points in 18 games played. Wallinder has 18 points in 18 games played as a 73 overall defenseman. Not bad. Not bad. Berggren with 16, Hirose with 15, Soderblom with 14, Luff with 12, Zarnak with 11, Nutterback 9, Edmondson 9, Cross Hannes with 9. Veleno only has 6 points in 18 games played. You definitely want more production out of him. 5 points for Johansson. Alright. Yeah, McIsaac was -4 in 6 games. So that was not a good pair with him and Johansson to start. And yeah, Kosa's bringing it back a little bit. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. if you guys enjoyed this franchise mode episode, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. Leave some potential moves down in the comments or players you think we should move because we have a ton of depth and we can plug holes. I just gotta find the right deals. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.